Further to that, and I just mentioned, you've worked with some of the world's most talented guitar players, Blackmore, Malmsteen, Steve Vai, Michael Schenker, Chris Impellitteri, Bob Kulick and Blackthorn, all different in their own way. I guess, did any of them make your jaw drop or leave you speechless when you very first heard them play live?
Yeah, well, Yngwie was the first one because he was like a kid. He was a mere child. He was about 19 when he joined Alcatrazz. I was just amazed how well he could play Ritchie Blackmore's stuff for a start. And he was like a young Ritchie Blackmore. He wore the same clothes, the shiny black shirt and the shiny black pants, I should say, and the Cuban heel boots, the whole thing. He looked like him when he walked into rehearsal. I'll never forget it. And we said, well, he looks like Ritchie. Let's see if he plays like him. And he just blew us all away. And then, but I've probably said a million times to other people, my favorite guitar player was Steve Vai. I love the way he played so differently to other guitar players. He didn't, show off too much. He was always a guy who was actually a band member and played within the song instead of playing over the song or overplaying in the song. He was always someone that took the song seriously and added, a bit of quality to the song when it needed it, And of course, Michael, who else do you say? Oh, Bob Kulick. I mean, they're all great players, but they are so different. Bob's another one that can play anything just about. I played with him recently in Vegas. We did a show, and it was kind of cool to see Bob again after a few years. He's a great player. He really is. And of course, where are we now? Which one haven't I mentioned?
Chris Impellitteri.
Chris Impellitteri, the fastest guitar player in the West. I mean, he's a great arranger, player. Again, so different because of the speed he plays, I guess, from the other guys. There aren't many people that can play the way he does. And he plays it pretty accurately, when he's doing some really fast runs that sound like they don't mean anything at the time, but they're actually within the chord structure, whereas a lot of guitar players play out of the chord structure and just play whatever they like. He's pretty much on the ball all the time. He does some great arrangements for a vocalist to write melody and lyrics over.
Funnily enough, Graham, before this interview, I was just spinning the Wings album Back to the Egg, and I believe that Lawrence Juba from Wings was at one point in the frame to join Alcatrazz, correct?
Yes, he was. He came over to our manager's house one afternoon, and we rehearsed. He was